I'd like to welcome you to CMM 114. It's the Fundamentals of Machine Tools. It's the very first machining course we offer here at Elizabethtown. It's the fundamentals, it's the basics. It's to get us started on the pedestal grinders, drill press, mill, lathe, and saws and things of that nature. But it gives us a basic overview of all the machines. And I'd like to go through the folder with you. You'll receive a folder like this. And in this folder, on the left side, you'll receive all of your prints. And I'll show you what print goes with what part. So the first print and the first project that we're going to do, the first real project, is going to be a simple block, 2 inches by 3 inches. And it will be counterbore, countersunk, reamed, and then 3 hoses that are drilled and tapped. So we're going to learn how to tap, drill, chamfer the hose before we tap them. And we'll lay this out according to the print here. So that's project number 1. Project number 2 is going to be a drill point gauge, and the instructions are very clear in here, but with each project I'll try to go over it with you. I'll make a short video on how to lay it out, how to set it up, and things of that nature as we go. So here's the drill point gauge. It's just a piece of 10 gauge sheet steel. It's code road, and it's basically drilled, filed, sawed, a lot of filing here on this radius and things of that nature. So we're going to cover a lot of hand tools as we make this. The next project is when we get to the lathe, and it's actually 2 projects in one. The first one, we're going to make a step shaft 7 inches long, different sizes here you can see. But then we're going to thread that shaft, and it will look like this. One end will be coarse threads, other end fine threads. So you're going to learn how to do some turning, threading, chamfering, undercutting, things of that nature with this project. Next project will be a screw jack. This is a screw jack here. It's used a lot in the machine shop. It's a handy tool. Everybody needs one. And so you'll have your very own. So here's the instructions and the prints how to make that. The next projects will be getting to the mill. And after we learn how to square the head and align the vise and do some basic adjustments on the mill, we always learn how to adjust the gibs and things of that nature. The first project that we do is this simple block. It's a simple block, looks like that. It's 1/2 inch plate. And we're going to cut some slots in it. We're going to drill some hose in it, 1/4 inch hose, 1/2 inch hose, and all of these are equally spaced. So this will be the first mill project. Second mill project will be this plate here, which is very similar. The only difference is we have a 37-degree angle at this end and a 48 at that end. And we're going to use a sine bar to set it up with gauge blocks to mill these angles so we can get them just right. We don't just guess, we don't machine to a certain line that we scribe, but we want to do the trig and calculate that out using a sine bar and gauge block. So it's a neat project. And the last project is a V-block like this. You'll start with a piece of stock and you'll cut the slots in it. You'll square it up first and then you'll cut all the slots and the V's in it, and you'll cut some grooves in it. But it's a very good project. It teaches us a lot about how to cut angles, how to cut slots, and things of that nature. So those are the projects that we'll be doing as the semester goes on. In the middle of the folder is merely our syllabus and task list and things of that nature. And on the right side of the folder we have our machinery handbook, speeds and feed handout, and we have our machinery handbook thread specifications, because we want to be able to calculate speeds and feeds. We want to calculate everything we need for threads. We do a lot of threading. So if you have questions about any of these projects, any of the prints, send me an email or send a text on my phone and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Good luck in the semester.